Alright, my friend, we are already in the air. And we're climbing up to 26,000 feet, where we will level out, and that will be our cruise altitude until we get over to Idaho. See if I can give you guys go ahead. I'll open up the chat for a few minutes. All right. I'm actually going to go There we go. That way, if Brandon wants to come up, he can. Or anyone at that matter. If you are a part of our server, you are welcome to come up and join the flight if you wish. This flight is going to be a little interesting, and I think it'll be okay. Basically, when I set up this flight, it gave us a transition point, but there was no star. One of the main reasons I believe is because the altitude for runway 21 is 4,700 feet. I don't know what that's saying. off. I don't know why it's saying that. My bad, I touched the trim wheel. Touch that trim wheel to go up every single time. Climbing at 1850. We're at 17,000. Almost 18,000. Transition point there. $7,000 to go. It says 2 hours and 42 minutes, but I do believe that a change would be at the cruise altitude to go down a little bit, about probably 2 hours and 20 minutes. We got 27,898 pounds of fuel, so we're looking good there. Flaps are up, gear is up. Alright. Hold on 1 second, you guys.
Shauna Bates Matsada. Just popping in to say hi. I had a bad night and day, I am heading to bed.
Oh, Shauna, I hope you're doing okay, sweetheart. Get you some rest, and we'll talk again tomorrow or something when you wake up. But go get you some rest and take care of yourself, okay? And we love you, dear.
What up?
What's up, buddy?
Not much, sir.
I figured I would do a live stream with this flight here. It's not super long, and I'm curious to see how it pans out, to be honest.
Oh, I know.
Naturally, it wanted me up at 36,000, but I changed that because of the descent being, or the altitude for the runway being so high, and the waypoint being so far apart. I thought, you know, instead of 36,000 to 15,000, let's do 26,000 to 15,000.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, it's still 10,000 feet, but it's a lot more manageable, I do believe.
Yeah, it's better than coming down from whatever the original cruise was.
Well, like I can tell you right now, we're at I'm gonna
By the way, you
see.
might want to change this room to 2 only.
I can't remember. I think FMC is where we control the speed, maybe. I don't. It actually don't matter which one I'm in. It doesn't want me to. Let me see something. I wonder. Zero point. Zero point. Okay. 0 point. There we go, that's what I want.
Are we live right now or no?
Yes. I am
Okay.
slowing down our jet. Let me go over here and
Awesome.
fix this real quick.
By the way, folks, I will be flying next week.
Yes, he will finally be.
Although I'm sad to say
air.
I'll have to get P3D back on there, but that's okay. That's all right. We'll manage.
Well, it's not. It's not hard.
It's not
to
that
do.
big a deal. No, I just got to get our key reset. I think you got to log into the website and download it. I don't remember my password. There's Eric.
Basically, what I'm. Who?
Friend of ours. Bring me a sweet tea, Kel.
Teflon Donald.
The guy that mows our grass. Hey, Eric.
Yeah, I got another one of them. Got another one of them idiots.
Oh.
See, this is the funny part. They're going to come back, and they're going to do all that typing, and it's going to do no good because I've turned off the chat where we don't even see it anyways. So who's the idiot? Oh, man. I'm telling you, Brandon. Some of these people. Brandon, where'd you go?
New message.
There we go.
There we go.
I think it's funny that this idiot, I mean, honestly, they're going to come up and put all that immature stuff in the chat. Look, the chat's not even on, you idiot. Shows how much
Let
you
me
know.
guess what he.
But
Let me guess
you know
what he put in there.
I'm starting to wonder
Yeah.
is I think it's someone that might have a screen reader because
I think it is too.
anybody without a screen reader wouldn't type like that. So
No. Let me guess what they put. Oxyman owns you?
No, they didn't put that at all.
I was gonna say.
It's that I don't care who it is. That's not the point. They're putting
It's.
like a. What is your point, you idiot?
Oh yeah, that's somebody with a fucking excuse me, a screen reader.
Yeah, or they know that they can hear it when they do it, and they think it's amazing. Oh look, I can type in the chat and it talks back to me. Don't be an idiot.
I can make it sound like a sheep. Yeah, come on.
You know, you're showing us your true IQ level. That's all you're doing. And
Wow.
I'd say your age is about as low as your IQ. You're probably like 3 years old or something. So I'm not going to pick
Maybe
on
younger.
I'm not going to pick on a little baby. I mean, you might need your bye-bye or maybe a diaper change.
Technically, they may be a toddler. So yeah, I don't know.
Go to mommy, she'll whip it out for you. Mama. Go on.
Yeah,
Be a good little baby. Mama.
So it gives a whole new meaning to that song, "Whip It Good," right?
Yeah, exactly. Let me,
Yeah, we're kind of busy doing a stream, folks. And landing.
I was letting our developer know that we'll be available after we're done with this, and we can do his video if he's ready for that. I don't know if he is or not, but yeah, I tell you who it is. The name ends. Well, unfortunately, it's not the kind of cross that I appreciate.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah, that's who I think it is. We gotta make we gotta mix between that little toddler and his little pet squish. Mama.
Yep.
Mama. Better go feed your baby.
Yeah.
You know,
Your
it's
Todd would want you.
yeah. But anyway, not gonna give these morons
There we go.
not gonna, you know, obviously give these idiots the attention that they're
I wouldn't give them the attention they're seeking.
that they're looking for, because they can't get it at home, so they got to get it somewhere. Must be nice though. I will say this. I mean, I wish I could live at home with, you know.
I wish I could live. Yeah, not have to pay bills.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Must be nice for them, right?
Must be, but that's okay. I don't mind paying bills. I don't mind it. At least it shows where I am, you know.
Well, I think paying bills shows the more capability you have as an adult versus going and living with mama.
But yeah. So we got still a little ways to go here. I wonder. You know what? We might need to. Let's go to the CRZ button. I think I'm going to change that. Alright, yeah, we're going to change to FL.
CDU message displayed. Reset MCP altitude. CDU message cleared.
Alright, let's take a look here. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Now. Alright, we're going to climb up to flight level 320. Now, I'm going to pop quiz Mr. Brandon here.
Of course.
Brandon, what would cause me to change my mind on the altitude that I'm currently at?
One, if you've got weather. Weather can play a big factor in that.
That's a good guess, but that's not the condition at all.
How about the length of the flight?
You're on the right track. With the length of the flight.
Okay.
What goes with what else would go with the length of the flight?
Good Lord.
Let me
I
ask
don't
you this.
know.
What is the purpose of us going to higher altitude besides weather and traffic?
Burning less fuel.
Bingo. So why did I go to flight 320?
Because you'll burn less fuel that high up.
That's right. I was looking at my fuel and I noticed that, I mean, we burned 4,000 pounds in no time being leveled out. I don't like that. Once I get to flight level 320, I'll reactivate VNAV. I'll put in the new altitude for the runway again. Actually, I'll probably put in 26,000 and go down to 26,000 about 40 minutes before the
CDU
flight.
message displayed.
30 minutes
Okay,
maybe. That way I'm lower. Either way, I'm going to have to drop down to that 15,000.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get down to a lower altitude before you make that drop down to 15,000. Because you get there a lot quicker at 26,000 versus 32.
We're almost at 31,000. And actually at flight level 320, I'm still going to bring it down to 240 knots just to give us a slower
Descent.
Well, we'll see where our speed's at here.
By the way, have you taken off with that method you and I talked about a couple of days ago where you don't turn auto throttle on until you're in the air?
Yeah, it's doable.
How smooth have you found your takeoffs when you do that?
Well, much better takeoff, really.
Oh, nice.
Alright, we're going to activate VNAV, so I'm going to go over here. VNAV. There we go. VNAV is now on. Now,
CDU message cleared.
there we go. Minus 3 feet a minute. So a little over 6,000 pounds an hour. 12. Oh yeah, we're good. We are good. So I brought us up to flight level 320 because I realized that at flight level 260,
You were burning more fuel than you needed.
I could have stayed there if I had loaded more fuel, but I don't think that the amount of fuel that I loaded would have been enough. And folks, I don't like landing. I don't like landing when my fuel is, I don't like being in the air when my fuel gets to 2,000 or something like that, because that gets
That's
a bit
pretty close.
Yeah, a bit scary there.
Or you could have situations like I did where you're almost to the runway, you run out of fuel right as you're about to come in for that landing. I've had that happen.
Andy, you could have came up here if you wanted to join us. You could have. I was just letting you know that we were doing a flight right now. But anyway, we can catch up when this is over if you want, and get that recorded. But yeah, all these little things matter, people.
Yep, they do. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how Declan did with his flight to Dubai.
I don't know.
I need to ask him.
While I'm thinking of it, I better take my medicine.
That's a good idea. Ziggy, what time is it? Y'all believe this? It's 6 at night, still over 100 degrees.
I've got 2 more pills under this. And
Then you gotta get a refill.
no, we'll do blood work again, see how it looks. Especially my vitamin D. And really, if you're someone that's indoors a lot, like I am,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how not being outside as much lowers your vitamin. The sun's what gives you vitamin D. Being outside and getting sunlight and stuff like that.
I try to go outside in the mornings before it gets really, really hot so I can get some sun and vitamin D in me.
But I've noticed ever since I started doing the vitamin D, I used to, middle of the day, I'd sit there and yawn and all that. And now I feel a lot better. All right. Yeah, I'll be excited when you get to fly with us, my friend.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Now the jet's so quiet, all I hear a little bit of wind.
Nice.
I mean, I can hear the motor a little bit.
But it's not as pronounced. Volume 6.
Alright.
Give me a 10-day forecast.
That's the outside noise there, you guys.
Gotta love those outside views.
Oh yeah.
Good grief.
What I did like about the freeware was you could actually put your cursor over top some of the buttons and it would tell you what they were.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to set up Tramp again. That'll be fun.
I clicked something, I don't know what it was.
Uh-oh.
No, we're good. I clicked it again. Don't know what that was either. I know you guys, I'm playing with buttons. Well, I can tell you, let's see what. I can tell you what view I'm on. That at least give me a little bit of an idea here. We are on.
There.
Yeah, we're back on the virtual cockpit view. It'd be nice if they were labeled enough and it would have read what the buttons were, but
Yeah, it would. Jeez, car. Alright, I'm going back in. It is too hot out.
well, I will tell you, Brandon, you want to tell them about our newest page that's going to be coming up and kind of what we're doing with that, with the blog thing?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a WordPress blog, I believe. And we're going to be doing that at, is it blindflightsimmer.com?
Blind Flight
Or Simmers.
Simmers with an S. Blind
Blind
Flight Simmers.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing that with blindflightsimmers.com. And we're going to have a WordPress blog up there. That way we can post blogs and
Kinda
news
share-
about anything happening.
Yeah, and it's not going to be, just to make clear, it's not to do. It's not the same thing as the BBI Pilots page. This page won't have like all your downloads and all that. This is just where I'm going to allow anybody that is a BBI pilot to. You're going to be able to create your own account, and then you will be able to write your own blog. Like, what was your day like flying? Where'd you fly to? How'd the flight go?
How did your landing go?
Yeah, stuff like that. We're even going to introduce more features and give you the ability, if you would like to put your video on the page, you're going to have that ability to. Now, you obviously need to have a video like on YouTube, and then you'll be able to take that video that you did and also put it in on your blog at the top of your blog page. So each blog that you do, you can tie a video to it if you choose to.
Might actually start doing that. That's not a bad idea. You're giving me a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a way to talk about your day, what it was like. Did you have any struggles, what it was, stuff like that.
Maybe you fly on BatSim like some of us. Did you have any issues with controllers? Which thankfully we don't have very many of those.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping that now that I'm going to get back on there, I'm hoping Dallas has straightened themselves out with not so accommodating controllers.
Yeah.
That was my biggest gripe airport because of them.
0 points. But yeah, I'm excited for the Blind Flight Simmers page, and I will be giving a link to Declan so he can post that on the BBI Pilots page as well.
Yep.
Everything that we do together. We share and we help each other. And I just feel like, I think people would enjoy having a spot where they can write.
I agree.
And share their stories.
Mm-hmm. By the way, y'all might want to stay tuned because I think at some point in the near future, as a matter of fact, I think it's coming up next month, we may be doing an event. I'm not sure.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we are. Let me see. Tell Andy A. come up on the server and join us. Got some questions, comma, we are on a live stream, but you can join us, comma, you didn't have to leave. I was going to bring you in.
I'll send this to NDA.
Send. There we go.
Oh wow, that seems to send faster in in that
and
beta.
we're going to bring up Andy because this has got to do with the anniversary for TFM.
Yeah, I believe which is on the 2nd.
You know, I wonder, let me see if I can pull something here.
Ziggy, what day is August 2nd? Ooh. I think we're going to have to do this on a weekend.
What's that?
The 2nd falls on a Tuesday. I don't know if everybody will be available. I will.
That was in 2021.
I think the last time we all did an event together was in 2020.
Go here and see what this is.
Oh boy. You just got a text.
No, it's not. Well, I have to dig through my channels because there's so many different videos.
Oh. Dude, I don't know why your Face ID doesn't work. That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have Andy for this in about 10 minutes or so. That is not what I was looking for. Go to channel. Upload Let's see. Okay.
I love that for a title of a video.
Here we go. Oh, that's 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Okay, 3 months. We're getting somewhere now. I crashed the
What?
777 and need some tips. That was one of my videos.
Oh my gosh.
Four months ago.
Wow.
Alright. Why blind pilots can't sim. I remember that video.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember that one.
Blind pilot flying with the blue sky up 5 months ago.
God, I wish we could get some of that WhatsApp audio from me where I was raging about trim.
Yes. Oh, get this one. Blind pilot land plane behind horse stable after taking a tour. I literally
my
did too.
God.
I landed. I was in this small plane. I was like, I'm gonna sit down in this field, and right where I landed at, I didn't realize it, but there was a horse stable right. I mean, right next to me, dude. Any closer, I would have crashed it.
Oh my gosh.
Six months ago. Happy New Year's.
Yep. Good Lord. I can't believe it's only been 6 months.
Well, 7 months ago. Tips and tricks. Updating your runways. Approach runway plus SID and stars.
I remember you used to not go live like this a lot. Like, you used to not do these type of videos when we first started.
Yeah.
And like, me and Josh were doing them and you were like, oh no, what's the point? Like, you weren't really interested
No,
in streaming.
no, I've done a lot of streaming, dude. I've always done streaming on YouTube. I mean, you go back and look. There's several videos, live streams.
Oh yeah.
You must be thinking of somebody else, my friend.
Yeah, probably.
7 months ago. The flight that failed us. Breaking news, aviation news, plus HEC in the sim versus the real thing.
Okay, why am I getting notification from Facebook that you're adding new videos?
Because I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, but this is like the second one I've gotten in less than an hour.
It might have buffered or something.
Yeah, probably.
A plane full of nuns 7 months ago.
Oh my gosh. You come up with some interesting titles.
Um, 8 months. MD88, 8 months ago. One year ago. Nah. Don't pay for add-on lessons. We're almost there. Wow. How blind pilots land using ILS.
Oh my gosh.
Shared cockpit in the 350. A350.
I still want to do one of those flights with you.
First time flying a CRJ 700.
Wow.
Here we go. Okay, that one is like 40 some odd minutes over a year ago.
Wow.
I'm trying to find the one where we talked about Dude, hearing my audio from then using my mixer, I want it back badly.
I don't blame you.
You can tell a big difference when I was on that mixer.
I like that mixer. What happened to it? Is it at the college?
Okay, let's see.
Which video are you looking for where we were talking about what?
Well, just what to do if FS Tramp doesn't let you load your SID.
Yes.
BBI pilots and why you should sim.
Oh man.
Here it is. How to set your home heat with your flight sim.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Declan's on here. I'm on here. You're on there, I think. This is when Ron was asking about how to get his heater set up in his house.
Oh yes, I remember that. Oh my gosh. Yes.
The thermostat, remember?
Yeah, he was wanting to actually heat up an aircraft with his thermostat. Oh man.
I'm wanting to take some of these older videos and make some funny stuff out of them, you know?
Oh, that would be great. That would be so great.
Let's see now. Eurofly. Raining buffaloes, or maybe it was cats or dogs. What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
A pilot's life in the simming world.
Andy just came up here.
Yeah, I'll get in here in just a minute.
Alright.
Looking
Oh,
at the
speaking
making
of
of
Declan.
the new talking flight monitor.
Oh my gosh.
I'll leave that page there. Declan up here?
I thought he was. I heard him sign in.
What's up, Declan? Well, where'd he go?
I guess he left.
Tell Declan, come back up here, comma. I was trying to pull you in the room, LOL.
Oh, I think he's
there
here.
he is. Hold on. There
Hey,
you are.
Declan.
Oh, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go. You got me.
Yeah, I got you now.
No, I got some kind of error. It said like it said unable to be moved. Maximum channel users exceeded.
Oh, yeah, I fixed it.
Oh.
I fixed it. Dude, I was just looking over, doing the, over the channel at old videos, and I was telling everybody on the live stream that how to hook up your heater with your cockpit.
Oh, that was a classic. That was. I couldn't stop laughing on that video.
Oh my god, me and you was like, we just kept laughing. We couldn't talk, dude.
It wasn't even a serious video, but I don't know how you can keep that serious. I mean, that.
You
No.
really can't. I mean,
No.
come on. Having a.
Alright, here comes,
Andy wants to be moved.
Here comes Mr. Andy. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. So, Declan, I've got I was just telling these guys about it. We need to figure out the best way to do it. But what I'd like to do is, obviously, we got BBIpilots.com. I'm going to have Rob forward that for us because it's still there. Number 2. We've got blindflightsimmers.com, and what I was thinking, we could make that a blog site where, like, you would have to register if you wanted to be able to write your own blog, and then when you write it, it would put it on that page. Like, not a page where, you know, like, obviously downloads, all that stays at BBI Pilots, but just a Blind Simmers kind of blog page where any of us can write blogs, share stories, stuff
And
like
tie
that.
in videos we do to our blogs.
If you choose to, yeah.
If you choose to.
So talk to Rob and see. Cause I don't know enough about getting this stuff set up. If we should go with kind of a platform that BBIpilots.net is, if that's easier to manage, like what would be the easiest way to do that? I don't know. I mean, because there's
For
WordPress. We could do
I would
WordPress.
For blogs, I would do WordPress.
Yeah, probably. I'll see. I'll check with Rob what capabilities we have on .NET, which is ran on DokuWiki. I mean, anyone can edit that. Anyone can make new pages on that. It's not really a blog as such, though. It's more of like you edit a page and the page stays as is. It's not like a publish a blog post sort of thing.
Now,
So
anybody
yeah.
Now they can't just come and like, you know, like let's just say some random moron comes and wants to edit. It can't be just anybody, right? Like you've got to have permission.
Well,
right?
so two things have to happen. Well, two. Yes, the answer is yes, but with two caveats. One is they have to have an account, and we have access to approve account sign-ups, and and we get a lot of info about a person when they sign up, including things like their browser, their email, etc. So it's very obvious whether it's a spammer. And then secondly, they can edit pages on bvipilots.net, but it depends what page you're on. So they can't, for example, edit the home page because that has a lot of root stuff. They can edit things like the guides that we have on PMDG or the freeware pages. If they want to add a link or they want to add some text, they can do that. And we can also view the changes as well and reverse changes. So there's, they can't spam it, but anyone, I've heard this a lot. It's no good someone coming and saying, "Oh, this is not bvi.net." Well, go and add it then. You can go and add it yourself. If you want a new page that says, okay, here's a tutorial on the 777, well, go and add it. It's fine. It's right there.
But they can't but they can't be malicious is where I'm going with it. More like, we don't got to worry about
Absolutely
malicious.
not, no.
Okay. So
we don't have to worry about things like Oxyman owns you.
No, any Oxyman emails will not be approved.
That's just some idiot from a different channel. But anyway, WordPress is pretty good. I mean, WordPress is nice.
That's what we're running.
There's a lot of add-ons you can do with WordPress. I mean, I can't even count the number of add-ons, but if WordPress is set up the right way, it's good. But I can also tell you that if WordPress is not set up the right way, it can be very unsecure, and you'll get a lot of spam. A whole lot of spam. So
we have it locked down.
See what
I haven't seen spam from it in a month.
Well, we can easily incorporate it into BVI because I think, like I'm saying, BVI.net is more of like a permanent information section. You could, in theory, we could make a page on there called blog, and people could edit it with new updates. But that's just kind of, it's not really what it's meant. Like it doesn't have the feature-rich tools that WordPress does, because WordPress is a dedicated site just for blogging. So we can easily just make a heading on BVI.net and call it blog, and say, okay, if you want to go to the blog, go on this link, and then it just it takes them there. That's probably better, since WordPress is designed specially for blogs.
Yeah, and then they could also, if they wanted to go directly, they could just go to blindflightsimmers.com and bam, there they are, right at the blog page too. We could have it both ways. That way.
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice to have it that way.
I was like, I got this other domain. Let's do something with it, like something. And I didn't want to do the same like what we've already got, because what would be the point? Like, hey, look at our twin sister station. That'd be silly. So I was like, let's do something where somebody wants to go and write how bad of a day they had flying in a sim. Go, well, here you go. Go blog. Go write it.
Or go write about how you had
the
trouble
thing is,
though,
on that sim. I want them to still be registered. I wish there was a way we could connect that URL with what we've already got at
WordPress,
where they don't got to register twice. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. Otherwise,
DokuWiki does have a lot of add-ons to it that you can add, so it's possible there's a WordPress integration tool. I'll speak to Rob, see what he can find. Maybe we can integrate the two even more closely, so that only people who sign up on .net, BVI.net, can post on the or access the WordPress eBay. But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, see what he said. Just tell him, look, we've got this other domain. We want to do something with it. I mean, to me, it kind of makes sense, because then people will have it better organized in their mind that, oh, well, the Blind Flight Simmer, that's a blog page,
Right.
The BVI Pilots and BVIPilots.net, that's the same page. We're going to have BVI Pilots point directly at BVIPilots.net. It's going to be the same.
Yeah, and .com will be merged.
Yeah, and we'll just merge it together. Now that I've got a little more time on my hands and you're in for a little bit, maybe we can get that done. I know we've talked about it for a while, but college has unfortunately and fortunately at the same time taking up a lot of our time. So what do you do?
Sometimes it can be unfortunate when you want to do things and he just throws.
I mean, I don't know.
You know,
if we're what Oxyman said, we're all just a bunch of lazy bums. But you know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just
exactly.
pretend we go to college. We don't actually go to college.
No,
Yeah.
These degrees I got
Yeah,
on the
my
wall,
degree is
those are
fictitious.
fake. They're not real.
Yeah, I know.
I bought them
I paid
at
100 and-
Amazon.
I paid like $55,000.
Actually,
for my
don't
fake one.
don't let me don't kid yourself, because you probably can buy a degree online and have your name put on it. To be honest.
You know what's funny? I bet you really can.
Yeah, but then when you get caught being malicious and lying about having a degree,
Exactly.
you can also take up the entertainment of being in prison and being Bubba's next bitch.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yep.
Which is why it would never pay to do that.
So Brandon brought up
Well,
something about TFM, and Declan, I'm glad you're here because I want you a part of this conversation. And of course, everybody can hear us talk about it too. What do we got in mind for the TFM anniversary event? Do we have anything in store through BBI? I've been asked by a few people, and I don't know. I don't know. I know we've talked about it, but we don't really have nothing set, though, do we?
In terms of flight, I know you guys wanted to do some kind of video or like testimonial thing, and yeah.
I know.
In terms of flights through BVI, I leave that to Andy. But if he wants to organise something through BVI that we all can do, we can certainly set a date and put it out there and sign people up.
Okay. Because we were
that can
thinking maybe
definitely
have a
be
day
arranged.
where, you know, the anniversary of TFM, where we all, hopefully, everybody will join in and we'll, you know, do a flight somewhere, and then maybe we'll put together a documentary video or something, you know, an anniversary video or something like that.
Yeah, I like the anniversary video. Let me
Sorry,
plug it
Ron, we're
around.
not going to include the heater in the cockpit, though. We're going to leave that out.
Yeah, we're not including a heater or 20 buttons on a 20 buttons exactly on a yoke. So
Yeah, we'll leave that out for.
Yeah,
I mean,
let me kick some things around.
if it makes you feel any better, though, I mean, we do got the Honeycomb Bravo. That's probably got close to 20 buttons.
Yeah, the
Well,
Alpha and the Bravo
Thrustmaster
together.
has 16 buttons. That's close.
Oh, 16, wow.
7, 8, 9,
Nearly 20, Ron. Nearly 20.
14,
I think he wants 20 exactly and no more,
16.
no less.
Hold on, 17, 18,
Oh.
19. If you count everything but besides the throttle, we got 19 counting the gear
Oh, it's
lever.
one button off. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one
Yeah,
button
one
off.
off.
One off. I don't know if
Unacceptable.
it'll satisfy him.
If we counted the lever, we got 19, we got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Plus trim wheel 26, and the 4 little thumb lever 7, 8, 9. We got you beat, Ron. We got 30 buttons on ours. There you go.
Ooh.
we got 10 up on you, homie. You better get with the program. Actually, believe it or not, this guy's probably got more equipment than we do. I'm kind of jealous.
Gotta set up shop, Ron. Got a good business going there.
No kidding, man.
So as far as TFM's anniversary flight, are we looking at multiple legs?
I mean, I don't think we'd want to do like a 15-hour day or nothing. Like,
No. I'm not thinking of that. I'm thinking like multiple hops or maybe
Yeah, like maybe 3-4 hours in total. Because what did we do last year? We went to your and Jason's home airports, didn't we?
So last year we started at JFK, went to Toronto where he is, came to Richmond where I am, and then people
Knocked down the
split
billboard.
off. Yeah.
why don't
And
we do something?
people can just split off from there.
Why don't we do something from the BBI home state, like where you start your training at, Miami, Florida?
That's
Take
an
off out of
idea.
Miami and go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good
yeah,
idea,
could do.
actually.
I mean, that's kind of where the training starts for pilots. You know, that's where.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to go to Andy and Jason's home again, or if we want to switch it up and go somewhere
I'd say
I'm trying to
somewhere
think
else
of
in the
places
sun.
that are important to
Yeah, let's
TFM.
go
Is there
some-
anywhere else?
Something significant to TFM.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to
Okay,
think.
where was the what state was the thing that TFM, Sarah did that thing with TFM, the
Sim
video.
Expo. Oh, I think it was in San Francisco.
So we could do a
Or was it San Diego? It was San
San
something.
Diego, San Francisco, somewhere around there.
and that's probably about a 4-hour flight from Miami, 3-4 hours.
I think so.
What else?
The only thing about San Diego is one of the runways, it's got one runway, 09, or two runways, 09 and 27, and one of them is an RNAV and not an ILS, so
Oh,
if we ended up getting that one, it might be,
Oh yeah.
we might want to go somewhere with
I think it
a
was
bit
San
more of a
Francisco.
reliable.
Didn't Flight Sim Expo take place in San Francisco last year?
Oh, is it
I
San
think so.
Francisco?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Well,
Oh, we're good then.
I mean, other than it being right on the water, pretty much. But
Right on the ocean, yeah.
it doesn't matter if you can't land on the runway. Then
Let me dispatch that and see how long it would take in like a 737 or something.
Yeah, I'm
Wow,
trying
it's
to
2,300 miles.
2,300 miles. I'm betting 4.5, 5
I'm betting
hours.
3 to
4.5. It's
Four
about
and a half,
five
yeah.
and a half. I'd say about five and a half.
Under 6.
Dispatch. Yeah, because then it's just a question of if we want to do one longer flight or we want to do a couple. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, to be honest. Let's see.
I
It
would
will
just do a straight
take.
shot through.
Yeah. 5 hours
We're
and
gonna do
30
San-
minutes is the airtime.
That's not a bad flight.
Miami to San Fran.
Yeah.
You could
we'll
do that in a
one.
7.3, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Something tells me I better get to practicing if that's where we're gonna go.
Yeah, I think that's where we'll go. So you can book it down.
Man, if Declan can get that event, put in, and if we would be able to get all of our BVI people.
Now let me just look
Yeah.
at dates because I'm on vacation. So it's Tuesday the
Oh,
2nd,
yeah.
but obviously we're not going to do it on Tuesday.
Right.
So we could do it. Look. Hold on.
Yeah,
Calendar's
it
gone.
would definitely need to be on a weekend, I think. Like a Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a fun
Yeah.
event to do.
I don't have to come on every 30 minutes and say, hold on, guy, I gotta go prosecute another idiot. I'll be back.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember the one big event we all did, that big, long, all-day event, where I got into Dallas at about really late that night.
Oh yeah, it was me, you, and Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were the last stragglers, and we had trouble at Dallas with the controller.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, George is gonna get Declan and Marshall's. You'll get them gift cards straightened out for them. And dude, if I was you, Declan, I'd use that gift card on an Alpha. I'd get you an Alpha.
I think
too.
so, yeah. Since we fly the things, because I was considering it, but just due to space and like I didn't
So-
know anything about the honeycomb, I was like, I'll get this one
Tell
first.
me about your desktop space. Like, what do you got in front of you? Like, what is your space like there?
So it is. It's quite an interesting one. It's built into the wall, so it goes back a long way, but it's not the widest. It's sort of got like a curved ceiling over the top of it because it's under a staircase that we have going up to an extension to the house that we had. So it's kind of got a thing over the
Oh, wow.
curved ceiling. But it's, so currently I have a lot of space on the left, my keyboard in the middle, and then the honeycomb on the clamped to the right of the desk with the joystick behind it. So I think if I move stuff to the left, we might be able to fit the yoke in.
The thing and that's why I'm trying to build me a little platform to go above, because I've got my keyboard sitting on top of, on top of the Bravo, it's got like that little dash, little flat.
Yeah, at the back. There's a lot of space, yeah.
Yeah, I've got my keyboard on the flat part of that, and it works, but I'm always like flipping my keyboard either one way or the other, because it's not...
It's kind of got bezeled edges, yeah. It's not flat.
And so... you would want the yoke in front of you, I would think. So I don't know, like... I don't know. I like the yoke in front of me at the same time I like the keyboard right in front of me, too. So...
yeah, it's a difficult one. I don't think I'd want to be typing off to one side, like leaning over to type.
Don't do it, dude.
Never.
I've tried it that way, and it's aggravating. Because every time you reach over, you hit your arms on the yoke. Every time. Like... you're hitting the yoke, or you'll hit the trim.
It'd be nice if they provided like an actual dash for this, like a full dash, like a cockpit kind of dash that you could put on the desk where the Bravo and the Alpha would slot in, and then they give you some room for a keyboard or something.
Yeah, that's what I've designed. I've got the material, and basically my honeycomb will set. My Alpha will set to the right of my Alpha will set to the left of my Bravo, and then I've got this plastic stuff that I picked up. I just got to get it put together, and it will make like a flat dash above both of them, so I can set my keyboard on it comfortably. I mean, it's my own little design, but it works.
Yeah. That's exactly what you need.
I like the dashboard concept you just talked about, Declan. I think it would be nice to do that, because then you wouldn't have to worry about, I need to lean over.
You know how I got
Where
it?
do I put my keyboard?
I know someone that's got a 3D printer, and so it was just a simple design. I mean, it's
wow.
It's the color of both of them. It you know how it's kind of like the top of it near the back, it's not flat, it's kind of like oval. You know what I mean? So this piece just perfectly lays right over top of it. Like it edges on the ends, so when you sit it over top of it, the back of it matches the way the back of my Alpha and Bravo are, and then the front of it is flat the way my Alpha and Bravo are. So like,
yeah.
It was literally designed with a 3D printer. Maybe I could send that to him and be like, here.
Yeah, maybe. Just looking here. So in terms of dates for the TFM thing, I can do. So I can either do it before the second, or after. So I can do the weekend of the 23rd and the 24th of July, or the. Hold on. The 13th and the 14th of August. I don't care if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. Does anyone have any obligations?
Let me look at that.
I just want to get good. I just want to have some time to get good enough in that 7-3.
Okay, for me, August would work better for me on that schedule.
Yeah, I'll go with that idea.
July, because on July I've got stuff going on with IU, and that's the weekend I'm going to be gone that weekend, I think.
Yeah, you see, it's on Tuesday the 2nd, so ideally we would have done it on Saturday the 6th or Sunday the 7th, but I'm not back till the Monday.
Right.
Right.
At least if we give it till the 13th, it gives Brandon another week as well to practice. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd say let's do the 13th. That's on a...
Yeah, I was going to say, Saturday or Sunday, does anyone care which one? Saturday the 13th
Saturday.
Either one works.
Alright.
It's all good.
Saturday's going to be better.
Alright, so we'll pencil it in for the 13th, and we can also reach out to the ATC on BatSim and tell them we're doing this and see if they can put some ATC on for it. Probably not for the whole way, but at least for Miami and San Francisco.
Yeah,
they can put it on.
I would think we'll end up going over near... We'll probably get... Well, it depends on the route. If we go near Texas, we could pick up Texas too, maybe. I don't know if we end up. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know the route.
I
That would be-
believe it's gonna fly over the Gulf Coast until it gets to around Texas and then head northwest.
Yeah, we should see Texas for a little bit.
Yeah, it'll
Which
probably
part, though,
go.
are we going to fly over? Dallas?
The way I'm thinking, it might come then maybe
It's
a couple hundred miles to
It's gonna-
Dallas.
Yeah, it's going to grab the edge of Texas, really.
Yeah.
Because it's probably
Well,
gonna
I
turn
mean,
northwest around New Mexico, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm
I'll tell you
thinking.
right now. Let me look through. So we go out of Miami into Jacksonville,
Yeah.
according to SimBrief. Let me
Okay.
scroll down. Then we go through Atlanta, FIR. Then into Memphis.
Oh, it's going
Then
straight
into Fort
northwest.
Worth.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there it is, Fort Worth. Yeah.
Fort
Okay, it
Worth,
goes northwest and then
Albuquerque.
Yep. Yep.
okay.
Denver. Down into Denver. Then Salt Lake. And then Oakland. And then after Oakland you're through into San Fran airspace pretty much.
Hoping maybe.
How are you seeing the states like that? Deck? What are you using to look at the?
That's in the SimBrief. SimBrief.
It's on the plan on the SimBrief OFP. If you scroll right down, there's a list of all your waypoints, and every so often it'll say like blah 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 FIR, which is a new FIR, and it's a new piece of controlled airspace. It's like what sector you're in.
And it gives you like the initials for the state, or does it actually say like?
It just actually says like
FIR.
Oakland or Oakland FIR,
Oh, okay.
Fort Worth FIR. Yeah.
Nice.
If we could get VATSIM to have control on with us the whole way, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, now I know all of those are on. If I drop some messages, and if we do it, so I think if we do it like we can do a time near the time. We don't need to worry about that now. But if we do it like in the afternoon States time, evening Europe time, probably going to have the best chance of getting ATC. And then if I contact some of these people and say, could you maybe put some control on? Hopefully there'll be some centers online for us to carry us the whole way.
Are you an ATC controller?
Well, technically, yes.
Well, I was asking because I know me and Brandon talked about it. I didn't know you was. I didn't know you.
Yeah, technically, I am rated only as a clearance delivery controller because we can't do the rest of it. There's just no way you can understand. It doesn't read the movement to the planes. But yeah, technically, in the UK, I am a clearance controller.
What?
On VATSIM if I want to be.
What do you use to do that?
It's a very old program called VRC, or Virtual Radar Client, which they don't use anymore. They mainly use a Euroscope, I think it's called one now, which is like a visual scope kind of thing. And this old one is more textual based. Even this old one is a bit of a pain in the arse, but it does work. So they made some exceptions to allow me to use this older client and become a delivery controller, which is pretty cool. I don't do it often because, to be honest with you, it's a bit boring. Like, you're just literally giving out clearances, and it's usually the same for, it's the same SID after the same SID after, and it's much more interesting to be an approach controller. Yeah, it gets a bit boring, but it was really nice of them to try to make the accommodation, and
so
it's pretty cool.
You do the clearance like when someone wants to take off.
Right,
So,
he does the ground clearance.
Yeah, I can just do clearance delivery, which is probably not a station on VATSIM you see very much, but all they do is clear people on flight plans. So I'm the person you would call up at the gate to say, request clearance to so-and-so, and I would say, you're cleared via the blah blah SID, climb maintain blah blah blah, squawk blah blah blah. And they read it back and I say, okay, that's correct, contact ground now on frequency, whatever. and then that's it. That's my job done. So it gets a bit boring, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I don't do it very much.
I was
Yeah,
just
and then
curious.
like approach or like center. or
There was
something, that
talk
would be-
about it, and I was like, I don't never remember him doing that, but okay, right on.
I remember there was one of our guys that cleared me once out of Detroit. I think it was
I thought
John
about it, like-
It was John Sanders.
That
yeah.
was
John Sanders, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Did
done
he-
delivery
did
too.
Did he
If I
do just
knew
clearance delivery or did other stuff?
Yeah.
If
Like-
I knew where to go, like Indianapolis, I've been willing to do theirs, but I don't know where the hell you go to put in for these different locations. I like, do they
Well, I
gotta
don't-
like post an application?
When you
for
applied
to-
it, When you
You'd have
apply,
to
I don't
apply
think
to your
you're able
VATSIM
to.
division.
yeah, I mean, I think when you apply, I don't think you're able to choose where you want to be specifically. I think like you apply to like VATSIM USA, and then you're
Well, you
No,
can
they'll
still,
put
yeah, but
you-
dude said you can tell them where you want to like work out of, and if no one's there, they'll let you. I mean,
I think if you said, you know, look, I'm visually impaired, and it would be easier for me to go to an airport that I know really well,
Yeah.
then you would do. And usually, you see what happens is when I don't know if this is the same in the US, but for me in the UK now I have my S1 rating, which is a student one, and I can be a delivery. I can log on as a delivery at any UK airport other than Heathrow or Gatwick because they're you need special endorsement to do
oh
those.
yeah, because they're so
But all
big,
the rest
yeah.
I can do. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I can do all the rest. I probably could get my Heathrow or Gatwick endorsement if I
Oh
really
my
wanted
gosh,
to. But
guys.
What?
George said you can look this up on YouTube. Now this, he flew by there when this happened to a guy. Look up, let me think of what he'd say the title was. Anyway, this pilot had breached, I guess that's the word you'd say, or got into airspace he shouldn't have been in, presidential airspace. And
Oh no.
oh god.
oh
A-
yeah,
a-
I think I saw this story.
a fighter landed him. This happened like, well, I didn't share it because George had told me about it the other day. We were talking. He said, "Yeah, I've been around that before." Not like
Oh
was-
my
he was
gosh.
on the ground near that area, I guess, and he said you could see the fighter bringing that plane all the way in, and then the plane's coming in, and the guy crashes on the runway. Like no one got killed or anything, but.
Oh.
Dude crashed right on the runway. I mean, he was probably so damn nervous. I mean, you got a fighter on your ass? Yeah, I'd
Who
be nervous.
wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be nervous if you
Yeah.
got scrambled fighters out on you?
Yeah, I'd be nervous.
Wow,
as
so
all
he
get.
busted the airspace. Oh
Yeah, he
wow.
did.
Did it happen near Philly? Because I think I saw that in my YouTube.
I don't remember where he said it was, but
popped up on YouTube.
it was titled something like pilot something blah blah presidential airspace, whatever that's called when they
Like a
unauthorized-
TFR, I think it's called.
TFR, yeah, that's what I.
Especially if the president's flying in, they'll put one around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 10 months ago. I bet you could find it. But George said like he saw like 3 fighters whiz by, and he's like, "Oh man, what the hell?" And the next thing you know, he sees this fighter like right beside. There's a fighter on each side of this little bitty plane. I mean, they're winging him, dude. They're on each wing. I mean, right next to him, bringing him all the way down to the ground. Like they weren't. Yeah, they wasn't going nowhere. And they.
I bet he had to take a number when he got down on the runway too.
I bet. Well, yeah. Paramedic was there. He said ambulance, fire.
Oh
But-
my word!
Yeah, I guess it was pretty, pretty crazy. You could probably find it if you put the right title in. I bet.
I remember the one
But
time
you
Johnny
can't
was
tell
on
me
that
that if
sim.
you're in an airplane and you look over on your wing and you got a fighter right there, you're gonna soil yourself. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Things
I remember
got,
the
like-
one time Johnny was on VATSIM and he had fighters because he was going
Well,
through
yeah, but that
military
was-
restricted
Yeah, that
airspace for an exercise.
That was just a.
But
Yeah,
that
that
was
was an exercise.
that was just
that
people
wasn't real.
simming.
like
I
this.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
this is the real deal. I ain't gonna shit myself on a sim, but
No, but if it were, if I had a fighter scrambled on me for real in an aircraft,
You look
I'd
over
probably
and you
shit
see a
myself.
fighter right next to you holding big missiles on their wings. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little
I do
nervous
what they
about
say.
that. Yeah.
Whoops, we messed up. Yeah.
I guess the pilot wanted to just turn and get out of the airspace, and he's like, "No, we're gonna bring you down. You know, like we're gonna land you or whatever."
Right.
Because they can pretty much go right down to the ground with them till they're touching and keep on going, pull back up, and off they go. There you go. Pretty crazy though.
I mean, realistic that if it was like a Cessna or something, it probably couldn't really do anything, but it's probably still a security risk.
What was that Cessna? Didn't it crash into the White House lawn once? Sure, there was like a private plane that
Yeah.
aimed at the White
Yeah,
House.
I think so.
I mean, really, Josh, you could do a whole lot of damage with the Cessna. What if
You
got,
could. You
what
really
if
could.
What if you got that loaded with a bay full of bombs or something? What if that thing's packed full of explosives? I mean, it's really a flying bomb, dude. You could,
Dude,
them idiots from other countries. They don't plan on landing. They plan on dying. They're raised to only know that they're going to die one day if they ever get that job, and they know that.
It's not just people from other countries. Like, we had an American guy in the 90s who crashed a Cessna on the lawn of the White House.
What's the odds of it being someone from our own people being a terrorist in their own country is possible, but
it's rare, but
that's what Declan was saying. There was a plane that crashed on the White House lawn.
Yeah, I don't even know how it got that far, to be honest, but I'm pretty
was
sure there was a
this?
Cessna, yeah. Let's have a look. Stolen plane crashes on White House lawn. When was that? Hang on. Oh. It's on ABC News.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Oh, President Clinton. So that must have been...
oh yeah, that was the one I was talking about.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah, the 90s, yeah.
Apparently, there was an incident in the 70s where a helicopter was stolen and landed on the White House lawn.
I had to meet fucking Hillary Clinton the other month. Bloody hell. Hey?
You did?
I did, yeah. She came to do some kind of opening thing for a thing at Oxford, yeah.
Wait, who did you get to meet?
Oh, fucking Hillary Clinton.
I got a video that
boy.
we did on BBI Pilots. 1 year ago it says hashtag micro squash fails accessibility.
There you go, Josh.
I think
So
me
you
and
can't-
Declan,
so you can't be on their payroll.
was on that video talking about it, because that's when me and him kept telling everybody, yeah, well, we'll believe it when we see it. Believe it when we see it. And then,
Yeah, exactly.
there
Micro
it is.
squash.
Hashtag micro squash.
What was funny was the first day it came out, Rob bought it and he starts complaining about how bad it was and accessibility. It was like, I wouldn't have done that.
He should have gotten Game Pass. If you have to take that risk.
Brandon, you got a
Probably
video
should've got
on
Game
BBI
Pass.
Pilots.
I think I do. I think you're right. I don't remember
It's-
which one it was though.
Miami to Toronto, Officer Brandon Armstrong.
Oh! Yes!
Yeah.
I wonder if you cussed on that one. Well, there's another fucking
I
problem.
Oh, God.
Oh man, I wish I could find the original audio to that because that is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Good.
On that one.
Yes!
Is it this
Great.
one?
Now it's another goddamn problem. How do I stop this fucking announcement?
Bank angle.
Anyone know? Because I'm getting
Getting
really angry.
Bank angle.
It's getting ridiculous.
Bank angle.
Bang angle!
It was back in the good old days, that was.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then I had dragged that on the background here.
Wow, dude.
Oh, yeah. Let's find that one. Hold on.
Good morning, everybody. For the third time, sorry to spam people, but I figured out what my problem was. For those of you who know the story, let's just say I pulled a Jesse, and basically
There it is.
basically did what he did and took off on M2 instead of M1 because I forgot.
It's great.
Oh my, that couldn't have been timed any better. That couldn't
Yeah.
have been timed any better. I pulled a Jesse.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's classic. Classic stuff right
Yeah,
there.
it
man.
is. Oh my god.
Oh, I gotta turn it down. Oh, shit. Wow.
CDU
Here's,
message display. Forecast uplink ready.
Hold on.
Hey, Duncan,
CDU
how
message
do
clear.
you
CDU message displayed.
how do you like get
CDU message clear.
audio to play straight through without like having a second instance of Team Talk or something? Or you just have your line one play, up through your output of Team Talk.
Oh, well, I was streaming those files. I have the actual
Oh.
files, so I was using
Yeah.
the Control S stream function. I think we downloaded the files at the time when they were sent for comedic value.
Well, this shows what a difference of 1 year is. Here's a video that how to create a flight plan with SimBrief. Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's going way back.
I wonder what your first ever flying video was, Johnny.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
That would
going
be
through
funny to watch.
Because I bet, like, yeah.
I think you can sort by oldest to newest and see.
I'm almost through all of them anyways.
Dude, I remember when he did his first VATSIM flight, he fucking calls me and he's like, guess what I did?
Has it been that long? Here's a video right here. Flying with the honeycomb yoke 2 years ago. Have I
Oh,
owned
yeah,
a
it has been
honeycomb
that
yoke
long.
that freaking long?
Time
Yes.
flies.
Time
Yeah,
goes
guess
by
so.
real quick when you're having fun.
Yeah, here's the out-of-box quality review. Yeah. Wow.
Damn. It doesn't seem like it. Wow.
I think it must be the pandemic. Everything just sped up.
My first flight video
I
is
know.
literally at the top of my YouTube page. It's literally the IYP.
Oh, your IYP. I used to
First
watch
flight
those all the
tutorial.
time. Yeah, like when I was
I
before I
just thought
started
they were
flying.
hilarious.
IYP and what was it? Radar contact leads to spectacular crashes or
contact.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Channel
I remember when you would do
introduction.
those.
Alright, so my
Aw, how
first
cute.
one would have been well, my first video was flying on VATSIM. Holy shit.
Oh, talk about jumping the deep
Yeah,
end
when
head
you-
first. Oh,
Dude, no, he brought me and Josh out of our show because
Yeah, Josh
we weren't
and Brandon,
really
they-
wanting to go on that sim.
their assholes started squeaking.
No, we had heard all about those fucking different experiences people had. I guess that's why we didn't go on there.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't go by, like, if Andy come and said, "Oh, I found a new program. It ain't worth a damn. I'll never use it again," because I'm going to try that program.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their own level of experience.
Some people say PF3 is the best thing in the universe, and I say it sucks. I won't touch it.
Oh, PF3.
So,
yeah, it's kind of meh. No. Yeah, no, it tends to be programs are good for different things.
Especially if you're flying with the PNGG, just forget it. It's like it won't even go by your VNAV descent time.
Yeah, doesn't know any procedures. Nice with the voices.
I'm surprised
but
that guy hasn't really worked on that.
Yeah, he has. But
He's still working on it, yeah.
if you put Navigraph into it, it might be quite nice because it has like 150 voices, but without Navigraph,
yeah,
it's
I've argued with him several times on Navigraph and like why it would be good, and people would like
Clean up
come
those
with
settings.
dumb. Oh yeah, I mean that would be nice too.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
yeah.
And get rid of the lag.
Oh my god, the lag was atrocious.
I mean,
Well,
16 cores and it still lags.
When I connect to the sim, I don't even touch it after that. Like I wait until either something fails in the flight or the flight is over to go back and like disconnect, or just close the sim and it will just disconnect automatically. Because yeah, that lag is annoying. Radar Contact used to do it too. Lag City.
Oh, Radar Contact. You used to have to download that from that like
CPU
Google
messages
Drive or whatever.
Invalid entry.
Yes.
Well, back in the day, like IYP days, I actually bought it. I actually bought it back.
No. Yeah. It used to be a great thing back then, I guess.
CDU message cleared.
Yeah.
IYP Virtual
I remember I
Airlines.
Yeah, I remember when
Oh,
half the
yeah.
time that didn't work.
Yeah, it had all
You know,
those
and the one time it
announcements.
did, the one time it did work for me, I went for a snack and like came back and like
Oh.
they made fun of me for taking off late. I had that a lot. I did that on a live stream once. Pretty funny.
I like those announcements that used to say in the air. It's like, if you want refreshments, come to the bar at the back of the plane.
The bar.
Like, since when does an aircraft have an open bar at the back of the plane?
It doesn't.
I mean, yeah, Robert had a dream of that actual airline becoming a thing. Like, it was supposed to be like a charter, small aircraft type thing, and I guess it was supposed to be like a ferry service.
I wish he could have kept on with that, because, like, for what it could do, even though it was limited, like, it was a hell of a program.
Well, and I think he could have added more freeware support, like the virtual call CRJ, like all the stuff we flew after the fact, after LIP.
Hey,
Yeah.
Andy,
He could have added more freeware.
Yeah.
when you're done with the 737, I'm guessing we'll have the option to, if need to be, we'll be able to turn on or off Mach speed, right? The Mach button?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah,
I
you'll
just
be able
wanted
to switch back and forth.
Because right now,
Yeah, it's a
we
toggle
can't,
basically.
Oh, I was going to say about that,
No.
Johnny, because I think I was watching one of your videos the other day where you were overspeeding. You can actually change the Mach if you go to the cruise page. If you go to Old Z and then I think it's line 2 maybe, you can type in a new Mach
Oh yeah.
and slow the thing down.
That's-
Because you'll already
As
be in
far
Mach
as the
mode.
M's,
Is there a hotkey
Yeah, okay.
for that?
Yeah, it was-
for the cruise page?
no,
For the,
Alt Z.
oh, Alt Z, okay. So that's what line 2 is
Um,
Mach. Okay.
yeah, that changes your cruising Mach. So, when the 37 is done, actually it might be before the 37 is done because the MCP is coming up here in I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4 weeks it looks like. And in there you can switch from Mach speed mode to indicated airspeed mode in the MCP. So then all you'd have to do is just type in your Mach number, flip the Mach speed, type in the Mach number, hit enter.
Just left stop 2, you type it in, like you put like 0.75 or whatever, and then left stop 2.
You don't have to put the 0, you can just put decimal, so
You
like
just point
decimal 78 or
0.82.
whatever, or yeah.
Oh, so you
And the one that's in there now is your economy speed, but you can change it if you're having issues.
So you just do like 0.65, for example.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna drop a message on that stream and tell you, but fucking by the time I came in, you had to close the chat because of a fucking oxy twat or whatever.
Yeah,
So
fucking-
yeah.
Well, I need to go into YouTube and adjust some spam stuff, and I plan on doing that. And once I put his name in there,
Yeah,
I won't even
yeah.
be able to say shit.
You know, and it was so funny because, like, I came up here the next day and I was like, so did Oxyman own you finally or what?
Oh yeah, 'cause the server went down.
Yeah, because the dude's name at first was Smoking Joe Biden, and then it changes to Oxyman.
Smoking Joe Biden. What the fuck?
Dude, that's just he's an
He must just
idiot.
have multiple accounts.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a very smart guy. I've watched his videos before. He's an idiot. So line 1 is cruise, 2 is Mach, 3 says turb.
Turbulence.
I wonder if that means turbulence.
Line 3
Yeah, maybe.
says
Yeah, it is.
turb, and then beside that it says N1 wind.
Uh huh. Now line 4 is quite useful because that I think shows you your optimum and maximum altitudes or flight levels.
Yeah, it says
quite good.
on line 4 it says fuel at Kita 12.8.
Oh well, okay, maybe not then. Maybe that's on line 1 actually, up at the top. But there you go. So you can see the fuel at your arrival on line 4, I guess. There's somewhere which should show you your maximum altitude. It might be on line 1.
Yeah, it shows yeah, it does. It shows my my current altitude that I wanted it to be at, and then the maximum, and then so 12.3. What is that? 12,000? 12,000 pounds? No.
12,300 probably.
Okay, well, that ain't bad.
Wait, are you in the... maybe that doesn't sound right. Are you in the 7.3? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
12,300, that would be a lot. How much do you have now?
17,000. I think I loaded. I think Tim Brief gave me. I think I got the wrong. Like it gave me too much fuel from the start. I think it's the problem.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is right then. No, that's fine. It just sounded like a lot for the 7.3. That's why I questioned whether it was giving you dolphin.
Well, I'm at a lower altitude too, though, so it's going to burn a lot quicker too. From where I'm lower.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm back in it.
Okay. See, I couldn't find that. I couldn't find that cruise page on the in the 777 as easy as it is on the 7.3.
You know why? Because you have to go to the VNAV page and go to page down to cruise.
Oh, it's in one of them. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the
gotcha.
VNAV segment.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
I'm guessing you hit Alt V to get to that page.
Yeah, Alt
The
Victor
triple?
to get to it. Yep, and then you use
Okay.
page up and page down to go between climb, descent, and cruise.
Gotcha.
Same thing in the 47.
Alright.
I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Gotta go talk to John about a horse. I'll be right back.
Alright. I'm back.
Well, folks, I'm going to go check out a new series on Netflix, so I'm going to jump out of here for a bit.
Alright, we'll
Alright.
catch you soon.
Alright. I'll be
You'll
back.
miss the What's
What are you
New
gonna
on
watch,
TFM.
What's up, Jeff?
What are you gonna watch?
There's a new series that just came out called Pearl Harbor Minute by Minute. I want to see what it's about. As far as,
Okay.
but I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah.
go crash the airplane. I mean, land the airplane. I see the old man Brandon left, huh?
Yeah. He went to go watch a Netflix series that just came out.
Yeah, a
He had-
documentary.
He had to go take his old man vitamin.
Yep.
He's just an old man, y'all. Is that right, Josh?
Yep.
Well, my plan for this airport, you guys, I'm going to try, hopefully, slow down ahead of time. That way I'm not fighting speed when I get closer, or when I get, right up to it. So I'm guessing first officer turns off Mach once we start approach. I'm guessing. Because we don't have no way to toggle it off.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It should turn it off way before then. It'll turn it off when you transition to airspeed. It's usually, well,
18,000.
anywhere between there and 18,000, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Our TFM event should be good. We'll try and get as many people as we can. If we can get all the BVI pilots
Man, that'd
from
be
the whole
great.
community flying, then we'll have a real train going down to San Francisco.
You imagine, man, all
Yeah,
the planes
yeah,
coming
there you
in.
go.
I mean, we're going to have to...
Yeah.
How did you usually do it, Declan? Take off like every 2 minutes or something? Like one takes off and the next one waits about 2 minutes and that one takes off, or...
Yeah. Just so we'll see who. Usually, you see who's kind of ready to go, like pushed back, and then we'll let them go, and then the next person comes, and the next person comes. You got to coordinate it. Otherwise, it just gets silly with all these planes on top of each
Right,
other.
guys, looks like the sim update 10 beta's releasing tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign up for that and see what.
Yeah, see what's going on.
See what's
Yeah, I'm
going
gonna
on,
get
because I bet you guys some of
Yeah.
the stuff they guaranteed or they said they were going to do. Well, no offense, Micro Squash, but
Yeah,
I bet it's not going to be there. We'll
yeah,
see, though.
it's happened before. Yeah,
We'll see. I have no faith in them anymore.
Yeah, they duped us before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I hope they do it, don't get me wrong. I hope they fix the AI and fix the accessibility some more, but we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, I hope they just fix the menus first and foremost. The AI,
No, it'd be nice.
fixed it
I mean, the
too.
menus would be nice, but they need to work on some of that flying stuff too. That's
And the AI, because you can't really complete a flight with it reliably at the moment, with it in a jet anyway. It's
no,
just
it doesn't manage
Yeah.
it right. They said they were going to fix that and it was fixed, but it's still buggy as all get.
it's mainly the approaches they need to fix. They need to fly a proper approach and not come steaming in and do these go around nonsense and whatever.
Yeah. See, I thought they had it fixed in the first few flights that I did. It was, doing better, and then next thing I know, right back to the same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. At least they fixed performance. They fixed that stuttering problem where, like, what was it, 8 or yeah, it was 9, where like you had in like the first update that came out for it, where it was like just stuttering like crazy.
go. Alright, let's see. Eleven ten 205. Oh, 205. almost there. If you think about it, from 26,000 to 4,700 feet, it's not that far. It's really not far at all.
No.
20, 26, 16, about 18,000, a little over 18,000 feet. That's why I'm trying to have be setting my speed the best I can. And I'm actually cruising at about 240 knots right now, so that'll bring me in nice and steady. Should.
No, that'll help a lot.
FMC, when it's showing the FMC button,
That means that the plane is controlling your speed, not you.
But if you hit it when it says FMC, then you're controlling it, right?
Yeah, so if you press that button, the speed FMC button, and it turns into speed MCP, that means you have control of the speed.
Okay. So just think of MCP as managed computer speed, or something like that.
Yes. Mode mode control panel, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the auto flight speed.
I guess our Chihuahua, we've got there was a cat that was abandoned, and we brought it in a couple weeks ago, and it's actually a munchkin. It's a munchkin cat. They're called munchkins.
Oh jeez.
A munchkin?
Yeah. And well, Chloe had food on the floor, and that cat was gonna, or thought she was gonna have a bite.
Huh.
I guess the Chihuahua really got a hold of her ass. And I told Krista, I said, well, I mean, Chloe's not just going to sit there and be like, yeah, go ahead, it's no big deal. Like the way Chloe sees it is, this is my house. You're in my home. You know, that's my food.
Yeah, it takes a while for these things to, you know, like, for them to gain trust.
Yeah. And luckily, she's kind of lucky that, because Chloe's an older dog, so she don't got all of her teeth like she used to. If she would have, it probably wouldn't have been pretty.
Yeah.
But can't really blame the dog. I mean, the dog needs to learn boundary too, but you know, it don't matter what you say to the dog. Like you said, they got to get used to each other, you know. Let's take a look at this waypoints. Let me see. Okay, let's take a look. Alright, the runway is 4,794 feet.
Oh wow, okay, we have a A380 in Dubai, where I am now for BVI. Man, maybe I could take the A380 out. It's been a long time since I flew that beast
Oh
on
yeah,
freeway.
man. So we're going to be going from 303 degrees on a heading to our it goes from 303 to 138 to yeah, 138 degrees is the localizer, and the heading before that it's going to be at is 303 degrees. So that's not a real big turn, is it? 303 to 138.
It's about 180 degree turn ish.
Yeah, it's about 180 degree. 170 something, so you're looking at a pretty good sweep.
Well, I'll be going slow by that point. I'll be at, 200 knots, maybe 190 knots.
Yeah.
And you got to remember there's there's going to be plenty of time though. There's the distance after the degree. Is that how far it's going to take from the waypoint before it? That's how long from the previous to that waypoint, right? Like it says 138 degrees, 28.0 nm.
Oh yeah, so you got ages to make the turn, yeah.
So 28 miles to make that turn. We'll be good. Because it is the number above the, where it says number 2, right above it says a degree. That is the heading for that number, right? For that waypoint. The heading above the
Above
number.
the line is how long it'll take. Yeah, that's the leg length.
Okay.
Yeah, for that
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, it shows heading and leg. Okay, yeah, we'll be good then, because even it's going to be going from 295 to that 303, it's got 100 miles in between them two. I guess the reason they did that's why I ain't got a star, because the distance between them waypoints, there's enough there really isn't no need for it. I guess. Is my thought anyway. I might be wrong. I don't know why they didn't give an actual star, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a very big airport.
no. I think it's only got 2 or 3 runways. And the only one, if you ever fly there, just know that runway 21 is going to be the only runway you can get an ILS. Unless you want to come in Top Gun style, then you can take runway 3.
Yeah.
I guess during the make of that movie, he actually sit in the back seat of that fighter. He wanted to fly it, but they wouldn't let him. Even though he knows how to fly a fighter jet, but because that jet is like a...
Wait, with Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his... he's got his license to be able to fly something like that, but because of the cost of it, you're talking like a $70 million
Yeah.
jet, they said, "No, we're gonna let someone that's in the military, in the Air Force fly it." So you can't tell that he's not flying it in the movie. I mean, it looks like he is,
Yeah.
Oh, Declan, George got his new jet finally through the insurance and all that. He finally got his new jet back.
Oh, the new Falcon.
Yep, and now he's like, man, I gotta put all this shit back in it. He gotta upgrade everything again.
It's got to do all these customizations and
do you
updated
know,
stuff.
like the stuff that he had in it, the screens in the back and all that? Do you know he had to go out and buy it all over again because the insurance company, basically, when they do claims, technically they own his old jet. And so they get to do whatever they want with the jet and anything else that was under the insurance. So he had to buy stuff. Some of the stuff he got out of it, but not 80% of it he did not get out of it.
Yeah, wow.
He's like, the lady called and said, well, you can go pick up your, the headsets. She's like, you can have all the headsets, even the passenger headsets. Because there was headsets in the back, too, for if someone was back there, they want to watch a movie, they can put on a headset,
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you can come and get your headsets. And George's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, gee, thanks.
That's the least, that was my biggest concern with the headsets. Not the weather monitor that he put in the back for convenience. None of the expensive stuff that he put into it, no. I mean, the passengers in the back literally had screens on the seats in front of them where they could watch stuff, look at the weather.
Yeah.
They could see where they're at, like they could see their flights, like where they're at, and all that stuff he's got to do all over again.
Yeah. Money grabbing bastards.
Yeah, man. Because like,
I mean, what are they going to do with all that shit? Sell it to someone else?
Yeah, it'd go to an auction. He said, I ought to wait till it goes to the auction and just go over there and buy it.
Buy it back, yeah.
Yeah, they'll send it to an auction or something
That's
stupid
ridiculous.
like that. It is. It really is. I mean, like he said, technically, he didn't write nothing down about the monitors in the back, but because it's attached, where it's actually mounted inside the jet, that makes it jet material. It's like the seats, they're mounted, so it's part of the jet. They consider that being part of the jet. The only reason you got the headsets, because it wasn't mounted. But like he said, what am I doing with these? Because when I go buy the new screens, they're going to have new headsets with them. Why do I need them?
Yeah, hey guys, passengers, you can have 2 headsets each. Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah.
Have 2 of them. There you go.
And freaking Mark is the guy that had the accident, and the other one actually called him about 4 days ago and had the courage to say, do you got a plane that I can borrow? I don't need to borrow the jet. I can take something different. George is just like, you got to be dick whipping me, dude. Like, what? Do I got what?
Now go get your own plane.
I mean, that's pretty much what he told him. I mean, I know it wasn't that guy's fault, but at the same time, that guy could have been more aware. And if he had been, like George said, that jet of his is fast enough. He could have maneuvered away from that quick enough to avoid that if he had been paying attention. I mean, they're fast jets, dude. within seconds, you could have that thing pointing a different direction and climbing at, 2,000 feet,
Yeah.
feet a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly like the Cessna's going to be a fast plane. I don't know when he could see it out of the windshield. I guess it depends what his point of view, how
That's true.
much
Yeah, I
time
didn't
he
think
had.
about that. Yeah.
If he was kind of, if there was some kind of blind spot and then it appeared out of nowhere, then it's understandable. If you could see it in his windshield for like 10-20 seconds beforehand, it still should be enough time to
Well, I guess he
yank
told
the
George
thing out of
that,
the way.
He told George that he saw the plane, and he said, then he looked back and he didn't see it no more, so he figured that it, that it turned and went, a different heading. Well, must have been the blind spot because seconds later they're both going down. The other pilot, she got pretty bad injured, I guess. She got beat up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened before. There was a big crash over San Diego in the 80s or 70s where I think it was the Pacific South whatever something 727 got hit by a Cessna, and there was a blind spot or something, and they thought it was behind them and it was in front of them, and that was a commercial jet that went down over San Diego. So it's happened before, but I guess it depends how much you can. Did it have TCAS on board, or did the Cessna not have a transponder on? Was it just not high enough?
He's thinking that it just wasn't up high enough for. At least that's what George's saying. He was thinking, it had to be. I mean, I'm wondering.
Yeah, because I mean, if that Cessna was on a full flight, they should have had the transponder on. And although the Cessna won't have TCAS, I don't know if the Falcon, I'm guessing, has some kind of TCAS display that shows traffic
does,
nearby.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Falcon does. That's why George is kind of leery about letting him fly, because he's like, why did he not pay attention to the TCAS? Because that should have picked it up with no problem. Should have. And that's why, George was saying he could have looked at the TCAS, saw it coming, and even if you would have been like, oh, it's going to hit me, and say it didn't, okay, you made a mistake by, getting away from it, but at least you didn't get hit.
Yeah.
He could have done.
Because normally the TCAS will do two things. You get the display visually, and you'll get an oral warning saying traffic. I don't know if the warning happens because the other plane doesn't have TCAS, because usually one plane will get told to climb and the other will get told to descend. If the other one doesn't have TCAS, in the Cessna, then I'm not sure whether it would still sound the alarm. But if it has a TCAS display, it should show visually on the display as well.
Well, the insurance said that in Georgia that the TCAS had went off. So if it went off, why didn't? Where was the two people flying? Like, that's his side. Like, where were the pilots? The TCAS went off. Where was the pilot? Yeah. All right, good night, love you, Mom. Like, if that went off, what was the pilot doing? He clearly wasn't paying attention, evidently. That's why George said.
Oh yeah, I mean, if that warning went off, then you immediately. It's called a TCAS RA.
Yeah.
You immediately, even in a commercial jet, if you get a climb now or descend now, it doesn't matter about ATC, it doesn't matter about anything else. You just immediately follow that warning and you climb and descend. You explain later. There was even an incident over Europe where a load of children were on a flight, taking them to some kind of show or something, and the TCAS said climb, and to another plane, and the controller said descend, and the crew followed the ATC instruction and descended, and the TCAS was correct, and they smashed into another plane, and that was it. So you don't even follow ATC. If that thing goes off, you follow that immediately.
I think what he was saying was that the small plane didn't have that system in it. So from what I gathered,
They wouldn't have got a warning on the,
TCAS
or at least they
didn't
wouldn't
do
have got a
like-
climb,
yeah, it didn't get like a doom, you know, it didn't get
climb,
no,
descend.
it apparently
Yeah.
gave one beep about traffic, and then you're supposed to, you know, go over, you know, look at your,
Right.
look at it, and then
Because it
make
doesn't
your
know what the other
decision.
one's going to do. You've
Right.
got to look at it, yeah.
So it doesn't alarm. And so George,
Yeah.
like, okay, so it did beep. Why didn't you look at it? You seen the traffic there. There was traffic. You look, you see this traffic. Who cares what the ATC says? Move the jet, dude. Move the jet.
If you see the traffic's disappeared, you see, the thing is, if you can see the traffic visually, and then you lose sight of the traffic out the windscreen, logically, if it was me, I would go, okay, where is it on TCAS? Let's look on the TCAS
Yeah.
immediately, because you've lost sight of it.
And then I would move
But
away from it.
yeah,
Yeah. George said immediately if that TCAS beeped, he would have looked at it and he would have moved away from that other plane by 4,000 or 5,000 feet in any direction. Whether it had been down, left, right, up, it, you know, within, you know, 4 to 5,000 feet, you got plenty of time to continue to make a decision to stay away from it. Because, I mean, it says it's not going to be fast enough to keep up and breach 4,000 feet within seconds. You know.
I kind of wonder, is there a visual, because like I know in like the PMDG, the TCAS will say like traffic, and like, you know, we don't know, is it like, you know, where is it, especially if there's no ATC. So like, is it, you know, is it a visual indicator like with an arrow like pointing like, you know, whether you got to climb or descend or whatever the case?
Hold on one.
yeah, I don't know what area they
Navy
were
1 is
in.
localiza.
Yeah.
Localiza is alive. Runway heading 205.
They was over by Hawaii when it happened. Or I think, anyways, I think they was over near Hawaii. I can tell you one thing. Mark won't be flying his planes no more.
Yeah.
How can you tell like with TCAS what like whether you have to climb or descend? Because it doesn't,
Well, you
like the
got,
oral warning just says traffic.
you got to make that decision yourself as a pilot. You got to, like, it's going to show you where it's at.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, if the other plane had a TCAS, it'll give one instruction to one plane and one instruction to the other, and it'll be climb to one and descend to the other. But I guess because the Cessna didn't have TCAS, because it's just a little prop plane, it
Yeah.
couldn't give any instruction to that, so it can't
CDU
follow
message
that
displayed.
procedure. Yeah.
Forecast uplink ready. CDU message cleared.
Yeah, the other plane didn't have nothing on, didn't have that at all. So
CDU message displayed. Descent forecast uplink. CDU message cleared.
Just shows you how important TCAS is. I mean, in the in the 70s and 80s or whatever, they had no TCAS, so
yeah,
and not even on the bigger planes.
I just did a quick Google search. It says minimum altitude at which radar can detect aircraft on the ground, plane to plane or ATC to plane is 2,500
Recent
standard
MCP altitude.
US feet.
CDU message
Anything below this is not detectable by radar or TCAS.
Yeah, they must have been pretty low then.
yeah. Like I said, even George says he doesn't fully he still, even after talking to someone, he still doesn't fully understand it. But like he said, you're not going to because you wasn't there. You know, you can try to.
Does the Falcon have any black boxes? recorders in it, like the cockpit voice recorders or the flight data recorders. I don't know if it's fitted with those. I have no idea.
I'm not sure if it's got that or not, actually. I didn't even think about that to ask him about it, but I'd like to ask him if it had a black box. I'm thinking that it would have a black box, because most of your planes...
I'd be surprised. I mean, it's a pretty advanced plane, so yeah, maybe.
Well, considering that he was flying, you know, companies was renting his plane, like, I mean, he was flying it, but they would rent it for flights, be taking places. I would think because of him flying passengers, I think you would think you would have to have a black box.
Yeah.
I don't know the full, you know.
Because the data recorder will definitely show what came up on TCAS and what the pilot did in response.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if it's got one, it would have showed them everything. I guess Mark asked me, was there anything I can do to help out with any of this? And George was just like, no, I got it.
Yeah, he can pay for all the new shit.
Yeah, for all the stuff he had to add on to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely not really his fault. There's much more fault of the Cessna pilot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Massively, but yeah, there's probably something that he could have done.
I think George is just still in that stage right now where he's just like, I just don't want to. I don't want to bother with either one of them pilots. Like considering probably the amount of money that he had tied into that one, but I mean, George did say it was an accident, you know, and that like he don't hate the guy. They're still friends, but it's just going to take him a minute to get that crap out of his head of, you know, hey, can I go fly, you know, with you, blah blah blah. Like, no, last time you flew, you destroyed my shit. Alright guys, we are working on our landing now, so let's see what happens here.
CDU message displayed. CDU message cleared. CDU message displayed. CDU message cleared.
my go here is come in nice and slow. Technically only got about 11, let's see. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A little over 10,000 feet to go. That's why I wanted to be this slow to start with, which I think might have been a good choice. It's what I've explained to Brandon was that, look, you can be at 35,000 feet going 220 knots. You know, when you look at the jet, stall speed is stall speed. So whatever that stall speed is, that doesn't change from 10,000 to 30,000 to 20,000. As long as you don't meet that stall speed, you're not going to stall.
This is true.
I would hope not.
CDU message displayed.
If you do,
High on above
something's
10
wrong. Something's wrong if you do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the altitude is.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 is glide slope.
Oh, come on. Approach on.
1189 below. Right 65. 1160 below. Right 65. 1210 below. Right 65. 1260 below. Right 65. 1303 below. Right 66. 1369 below. Right 66. 1411 below. Right 66. 1471 below. Right 66. 1525 below. Right 66. 1583 below. Right 66.
Oh, the thing's losing it. Needs to turn to the right.
1646 below. Right 66. 1700 below. Right 66. 1759 below. Right 67. 1826 below. Right 64. 1888 below. Right 57. 1923 below. Right 44. 1905 below. Right 33. 1864 below. Right 18. 1765 below. Right 9. 1653 below.
Oh, there we
Right
go.
3.
It's coming.
Glide slope is alive. NAV1 is localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 205. NAV1 is glide slope. 1406 below. Left 1. 1305 below. Left 1. 1216 below. Centered. 1124 below. Centered. 1032 below. Centered. 939 below. Centered. 841 below. Right 1. 742 below. Right 1. 650 below. Right 1. Glide slope is alive. NAV1 is localizer. Localizer is alive. Runway heading 205. NAV1 is glide slope. 417 below. Right 1. 320 below. Right 1. 227 below. Right 1.
Landing checklist. Did you just hear that, Declan? It said landing. It just said auto land on. Like legitly, it said
TFM
auto
did.
land. Yeah.
Oh, I don't actually hear your speech. It isn't routed. I only hear the plane. Oh.
1,000.
It said auto land. Okay.
Oh my gosh, slow down. Oh, these are hard, man. Come on, slow down. I mean,
Fine, I've got two of you going. One on the video, one on the server.
500.
Oh god,
Yeah.
we're on a full auto land, but oh god, I don't know.
400.
Oh god, what's your speed?
160.
300.
Oh,
I'm 20
hold on.
over.
I think it's getting there.
200.
154. Minus 689 a minute.
Okay.
100.
You're gonna make it.
50. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
On ground. 138 knots. 129 knots.
Yeah, I don't know why it said auto land. It said auto
119 knots.
land. I'm like, what the hell?
108 knots. 97 knots.
First officer said
I don't know.
that? Or
Does
TFM said it?
TFM have the light in it now, or?
TFM said it.
77 knots.
No, TFM doesn't have the
67 knots.
light. I wonder if first something
58
else
knots.
triggered it. Because
49
we don't
knots.
have the
I'm
we
telling
don't
you,
have that
I,
stuff in there.
I swear to y'all, it said
39 knots.
auto
Huh.
land. It said
34
auto
knots.
land on.
29 knots.
Or auto land
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
I was listening.
17 knots.
Yeah, I was listening when you said that, and I
12
didn't
knots.
hear. Like all I heard is you saying that it said it.
Well, you're not going to hear it, dude. You can't hear my... It was my screen reader that
Oh,
said
jeez.
it with TFM.
Huh.
Like, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it said auto land.
Oh,
It
okay.
straight
Oh,
up
screen
said
reader
it.
said it because I heard Sappy with the approach stuff, but I
No,
didn't hear.
Sappy
Okay.
didn't say nothing
So
about
it's-
auto land. It
okay.
was the screen reader. And I don't know if... I don't know what caught it. I don't know. I'm gonna check my...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it straight said auto land. I'm like, what the hell? I'm gonna check the landing rate. Mine's 482. That ain't bad for coming in fast. Well, I mean, it wasn't fast, I guess. It was doable.
Yeah. It was trying to save it at the end.
Yeah, it did a good job. Damn it, come on. There it is. Shut up. I've never heard even my screen reader saying that about Autoland. I've never...
CDU message cleared.
Yeah. Don't know what it was. Who knows? Maybe Andy snuck in a secret feature. I mean, it's just not well known.
Not that I'm, unless it's one of these really old ancient offsets that we put in there and never have taken it out yet.
I've never heard it before. Yeah.
So,
I don't
like,
know.
before I even hit Command B, it had said Autoland. And then I turned it on. But that's got me boggled as fuck. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't think by chance somehow, like, the reader somehow caught some text or something, do you? Like, in the flight window? By, like...
I wouldn't think so.
Or GSX, maybe? Something to do with I don't know. No, it wouldn't be GSX.
Hold on, let me look. Well,
Well, your mic went kind of weird. There you go.
The
Yeah, it kind of sounded like you were behind me for a minute. Yeah, kind of went something like. Anyway.
Yeah, it's got that damn like if I move around, it like.
I think the next time, when it happens, it's probably never gonna happen again. But
Probably not.
the next time it does happen, you can hit right back and Shift R, and maybe it might if it was GSX or something, it would have been a SIM connect message.
Yeah. Unfortunately, right bracket R just said blank. Blank. Blank.
Yeah.
Wank.
Well, shit.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that this thing say auto land active.
Yes. I think that is what it said. Yes.
Okay, yes, it is. Yeah, okay, it's in here under the old offsets.
Huh. It's the first time I ever
So you
heard that.
happen to actually catch it at the right time. Once in a lifetime shot.
Is it because?
Wow, Johnny, you won the lottery.
Was it because I had autopilot? No, that's the instruments enabled. Autopilot instruments.
I doubt it.
No, it's probably just caught the right conditions at the right time.
I guess normally we're reading something else, so we just did, but you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I-
Maybe, yeah.
I wish that would work every time like that, because that's what we need. I mean, that's. Because as soon as it said that, I hit Command B and it was just perfect, man. Flew me in.
I mean, I guess if you actually landed it. I guess if you landed it at Cat 3 ILS too. Like that's perfect. That's a condition too. Cat 2.
Yeah,
Cat
that's
3,
what Category 3 is probably where it came in.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't. Well, don't tell me the category under the right bracket Control D. It just says.
What about if you try right bracket Control S, go to the speech log.
Oh yeah.
It's probably long gone now.
It clears itself when you spawn. So if you've already spawned, it might have cleared it. Go right to the top of the list. It's probably cleared it. Yeah. Because when the sim reloads after a
right,
spawn,
yeah.
it'll be gone. Okay, yeah. If it happens again before you spawn, you check the speech log and it should be there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not a bad flight though. I don't know what that brought the airline. Probably not a probably not a lot. It wasn't a real long flight, 2-hour flight.
Oh, a little bit. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one that I did made 10 million. I was pretty surprised.
I bet
Guess that's what the 7.4 can do.
It probably didn't even make that on that one.
Probably a million or something. Rating 100. $751,000 it made.
Not even a million. Damn.
Yeah, no one wants to go to this airport, wherever it is. It's very difficult to make anything more than a million with the 737, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're making 2-3 million, you're doing well. They just, yeah.
Well, I know one way for us to make better money is if we could get pilots. If we had centers, the centers, and we took cargo back and forth to them centers, we could make more money that way.
Oh yeah. We have one in London. We have a maintenance centre in London, but no one ever uses it. I was trying to get I think we advertised it once, but on the main page. But yeah, I guess there's just so many of them, loads of them. People don't fucking. Yeah.
We need a storage, what is it called, Andy? Not maintenance, but
That's a warehouse.
we
Yeah,
need
it's a warehouse.
We need a warehouse because the way it works, if let's say we have one in, let's just say New York, and then one in the country you just said, and you took stuff from there to that other spot, like anything that we take in between the different warehouses, we make more money.
Yeah, I
As
wonder
long
how
as
you
they
make
get
one.
delivered.
Go to
So when you're on the
to
fleets page,
go down below. You'll see it says airport
Yeah.
centers, or click on that.
Cargo.
it'll say airport centers or something like that, and then if you go to that, it will let you build one.
Oh yeah, airport
But you have
center.
to
And see there, you can put.
But you have to
like
select-
how much you want to make. You can put where you want to put
Oh,
it.
build center.
Yep.
So we can
Yep.
build a storage one, but I don't want a storage one. Oh, hold on. Small maintenance.
Yeah, it's got different ones.
Bullshit.
You want a warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you have the cargo fleets highlighted though, because if you don't, it'll do it for another
Yeah, oh, we
fleet.
do. Yeah. VA office. Okay.
You put a.
Oh, here we go. Large warehouse.
Yep.
Yeah. So the idea is, let's say you put one in the United States, then you say London is going to be the western
Yeah.
seaboard for. So any packages that say everybody has in Europe going to the United States can bring it and drop it off at London. And then you can have some people that take all of those packages and dump them over in New York. And then other people from, like, don't want to fly outside the United States, let's say, can go deliver them.
Yeah.
But you don't get paid until they get delivered to their final destination. So if you have like 650 packages bound for the US sitting in there, when they expire, you're going to lose like $250 million.
Yeah, I mean, we're currently just delivering other people's bloody cargo. Let's do... Oops. Let's try a medium warehouse for now, see how it goes.
And I think you want to.
And if it's not working, you can always scrap it.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. And you can also just not scrap it, and you can keep it, but you can take it like where it's not active. Like you can shut it down, but you still own it.
Oh,
know
you
what I
can
mean?
close it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can close. You're still paying rent on it, but you can close it.
I think the other part of it too, you want to. There's an advantage to having an office as well. That's part of the money streamline. Is the office?
Yeah, I'll have to look up what the office actually does. What we can get out of an office. Where should we put this medium one? Put it in the US. Let's see, where can we put it?
I'd put one at maybe like, I don't know, like Vegas or LAX, and then maybe have something popular people go to in the US.
Yeah, I got like it gives me a combo box of places. I guess it's where we have flight plans to right now or something. Could put it in San Francisco. Could put it in. Loads of these are in Europe.
San Fran sounds like a good spot too.
Yeah, let's do that because we're doing that event there. Some people could fly some cargo out of there or in there. Yeah.
We could
San
do San
Francisco.
Fran and then put one over in your country. If it would let you.
Let's try it. Submit. Let's put one in San Fran.
And you can set like.
Center now open. Yeah.
Did you see where you?
So
can
you were
set-
saying what, Andy? That packages get delivered here, or we have to deliver them, or we take them out of there?
So it goes it goes both ways. So
Yeah.
let's say you have people. that are flying from Germany or wherever, and they bring all these packages bound for the U.S. to London warehouse, drop them off. Somebody's going to have to take all of these packages from that London warehouse and drop them off somewhere in the United States.
Yeah.
Then, if you got people that are flying in the United States that don't want to fly anywhere, they can pick that cargo up out of that U.S. warehouse and deliver it.
Right, distribute
So
it
it's
round
kinda
to its destinations in the US.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can do the same thing, like have one over in the other country, and anyone over there don't want to fly
Yeah,
out
and you can.
from over there. Us long haulers can take the cargo over there, and then the locals can fly it around.
Yep. And it works the other way around. So let's say, I don't know, you have a Boston warehouse, so people go drop off the stuff bound for Europe and other countries, and there you got your long haulers over there that come pick it up and drop it off at the London warehouse, and then all the local flyers over there would just distribute it around to their destinations. But the trick and catch to the whole entire problem is the fact that all of these packages that are getting shuttled from warehouse to warehouse have to make it to their final stop before you get paid. So you could have $180 million in cargo tied up in warehouses.
Yeah.
And not get paid for it until they're delivered.
Well, all we got to do is let people know.
Just
that
monitor and see.
and maybe make an announcement on the board, the blackboard. That
Oh yeah, and I'll put it in the group. Okay, we have one in London now as well.
there
So
we
San
go.
Fran and London right now.
Just make an announcement that we got warehouses in those two places, and you know, it'd be good if we get pilots to deliver to and from.
Yep.
See, the smallest. Okay, so that's a warehouse. I'm just looking. The smallest center is called a VA office and operates just like a warehouse, but its real purpose is as a place for the representative to do the work. It does, of course, have a storage closet where up to 1,000 kilograms of packages can be stored.
Oh, it's just small.
Okay.
Okay, so that don't really do it no justice, does it?
I'm not going to bother with an office now then, but yeah, we have two medium warehouses. I'm just going to see how they go. We can get a large warehouse, but we'll see how these work out first.
Yeah.
Just so we don't get loads and loads of cargo tied up and then it doesn't work
Yeah,
out.
just
The
sits there at
other
the
thing
warehouse,
the other thing that's really cool too is the maintenance garage. Instead of paying 30-something million on an A check for a 77, you could
Yes.
pay 82 million if you send it to your own warehouse.
Yeah, we have a warehouse in London, yeah, and it's an extra large one, I think, so we can actually handle A380, up to A380s, if we wanted to. I need to get one in the States, but they're I think they're pretty expensive to build.
Yeah, they
How
are.
much do we have now? Let's see. We now have, we had 240 mil. Oh, we still have 240.
It goes pretty quick.
Okay.
To play
Yeah,
specific
I guess-
songs, you'll need to sign up for Amazon Music
What the
Unlimited
fuck?
Family
Echo.
Plan, which look
Stop.
here's a station
Hey.
based on the sound of
Echo.
Power Rangers.
Stop.
It's gonna play me.
It's just like Power Rangers. What the?
Johnny's
Here's a song based
secret.
on Power Rangers.
Go,
Johnny
go,
likes
Power
Power
Rangers.
Rangers.
Don't tell nobody, you guys. It's my fantasy.
It's what he watches, you know. He gets off the service like, man, I'm gonna go watch some Power Rangers. He's got his Power Rangers pajamas.
Yeah, man, I even got the sunglasses that says Power Rangers on the side of it. Fucking Echo. The hell. Yeah, we can make money. All we gotta do is get the pilots to. I mean, hell, even if they get it to the warehouse, you know, me and you and whoever, we'll deliver the shit. I mean,
As long as someone does a long haul every few weeks or months from London to San Fran or something, takes all the packages from one to the other and then once they're in San Francisco or London, like, you know, you guys mainly fly in the States, so you can just, you know, distribute them around the States, and those of us who usually fly in Europe can just distribute the ones from London.
Now, Andy, for our pilots to haul that stuff, instead of just going and doing select cargo, don't they gotta like select our cargo in the list box, like, or it's just gonna load regular cargo, isn't it?
Well, so what they would have to do is, once they book their flight, or even before they book their flight at that rate, you go to, under the airline combo box, there's a link called packages. So you go to that, and there's going to be a heading called actions, and one of them might say load 737-900ER, 47,000 pounds available, 4190 max. And so then what you do is there's going to be a heading that has the warehouse, and so it's going to be a big huge table of packages there. So you check the boxes for all the packages this 737-900 is going to deliver. Under actions, you go to load the airplane that you're going to fly, and you load those packages up, and then you go book your flight.
Yeah, like there's a thing here that says all V8 packages. So if I click on it, it doesn't do nothing right now because I'm in Dubai and we don't have one in Dubai. But I'm guessing if I was in London, it would probably pull up all the packages in London that we have.
Right now it would show that we ain't got nothing because nobody's delivered nothing to our warehouse, right? Like we.
Yeah.
We would have to deliver.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
take them into San Francisco.
Yeah,
so
maybe
you
I'll
would
do
have
that.
to be. You would have to be in California, let's say. You'd have to be in the city where that warehouse is located to load it up.
Yeah, but there's been no cargo delivered to the warehouse yet. You just
But yeah, no, there's no cargo in that warehouse, so it's not going to show it to you. Even if you just went to packages and it says airport packages, it won't even show it to you.
You just load regular packages and then take it to the warehouse over to London, right? What's the airport code there, Declan? Maybe I'll do a flight over there.
What, San Francisco?
No.
What's the code for that?
No, the one over in.
London.
London.
Oh, Echo Golf Sierra Sierra, EGSS.
EGSS. I'm guessing they probably got pretty good runways there, don't they?
Yeah, it's a slightly smaller one. It's not Heathrow. It's called London Stansted. But yeah, they have a big runway.
Do we even have a 777 at San Fran?
Let me see. So cargo. So we have a cargo 737 at Memphis, a cargo 747 at Hong Kong, another one at Seattle, cargo 748 at Dubai. That's the one I have. Let's have a look. Singapore. Now let's have a look. Triples. One is in Mallorca. Another one is at Newark. We have one at Newark, KEWR. So you could fly to Newark and pick one up.
Okay.
We have a 777 freighter. That's where our US one is, I guess.
I need to freaking.
The other one's in Europe.
Because Newark is actually my home airport, but yeah, I don't have freaking 777.
KEWR. Maybe I'll fly to KEWR. I'll fly this one I got here. Good doubt anybody else is gonna fly out of Idaho. Cause they're gonna see the high runway and be like,
Yeah. Yeah, you could do a test actually. If you fly to Newark and pick up that triple, you could try load it up with some packages and take it to San Francisco.
Okay.
Try put some in there, just see what happens.
Newark is not a bad airport to fly into. Like it's just a normal. It's no high runways or nothing.
I'll fly over to KEWR from where I'm at now, and then I'll drop this jet off there for time being. I think this jet, I think eventually I need to get this back to Canada because I think this one's supposed to be in.
Oh, is it a Canadian domestics one?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think you have to look, but I think eventually I need to take that back home too. I think it
Let me have a look.
At CYYZ. I believe I got it. I believe. Unless
It might be in
someone
our
flew it
Canadian fleet, yeah.
I've had this jet all over the place, man. If you go look at the flight,
Yeah, it's been your jet for a while.
I've been keeping it busy.
Operator fleet. Yeah, it's in Canada Domestics fleet. So yeah,
Okay, so
it came from there.
I'll eventually get this back up to Canada. Well, you know
Yeah.
what I could do? I could fly this to Canada and then just get an airport ticket and go to KEWR and then
Yeah,
that-
that'll
yeah,
work too. Yeah.
I'll just do it that way. That way I can get this plane back back to where does it belong? CYYZ or CYYC? I think it's
It doesn't matter wherever you want. It's just as long as it's in Canada, I guess. It's yeah. I think its base is Toronto, but doesn't fly wherever you want.
Yeah, now that I got my Alpha and Bravo working the right way, man, I've been back to flying my normal way. That's why when shit got, that's what I try to tell Brandon, like, when a flight really goes really weird on me, I know something's wrong because, I mean, well, you know when you can fly, you can fly. Like, you know, it's like, it'd be like you going and doing a flight and just something really out of just stupid happens. You know if it's you or if it's something going on, you know.
Oh yeah.
I really hope that when Brandon gets the PNDG and starts flying on VATSIM, I hope that he doesn't, like, as soon as like one little itty bitty mistake goes wrong, he like disconnects, like, because he used to do it all the time with the Tramp.
Oh, he
Like,
can't be doing that, dude. Like,
I would wait until. I mean, I would wait until it was like absolutely dire, like the plane was like in
the
a
only way
a
that
dive
I
that I couldn't recover from or
Sam
something.
is if there is nothing that I can do at that moment to recover the problem. If it's irreversible and I can't
Yeah.
get out of what's going on, I'll go ahead and disconnect. But
Yeah, generally, as long as, I mean, even on approach, if you're having problems, if you just, usually controllers will be more than happy if you just like, yeah, look, dude, I'm having problems, I can't, you know, the FMC's screwing up or Tramp's screwing up, just can you just give me some vectors onto the ILS?
yeah,
And they'll just vector you, and then they'll say, alright, you've lined up, you're ready to go, hit approach mode, and yeah.
yeah, because they can line you right up with. I mean, even if you miss it, they can give you the head and go right back around and line you back up again. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, when we were in Seattle the other night and there was that event on, we were going around for 30 minutes. About 3 times the guy, it was so busy, he says, cleared for the approach, turn on approach mode, and he says, actually, Vision 2 Delta Whiskey, I'm sorry, there's too much traffic, I'm not going to be able to get you in here, just turn back round heading, blah blah blah. I was like, man, fuck, you know, we nearly got it and then we're back around again.
Gosh.
Ugh.
See, Brandon told me, was it last night? Yeah, last night he's like, yeah. He's like, when I get my computer, he's like, I think I'm gonna do a freeware flight to get ready for to prepare myself. And I said, Brandon, the freeware's
Yeah,
not gonna
just do the
prepare you.
PNDG.
It's
Oh,
not
don't
gonna
even
prepare
bother.
you, dude. It's not going to prepare you. There's no comparison.
No, not even
I did a
close.
freeware flight, man. Well, actually, I think you're getting ready to eventually here soon, the 380.
Yeah, I did one on a video on Monday as
did
well,
one the other
but
day, yeah.
and it's
Man,
it's
so
nice,
different
it's fun,
now.
but it's not quite the same.
Isn't it
Yeah.
so different now? Like, you know how we used to, like, was really now when, like, I did one the other day and it was like, man, I was like trying.
I don't know what happened with that freeware video I did. It fucking blew up. Everyone, like, the view count on it's. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is people
I think it's probably.
freeware?
I think it's because you were using Pro ATC. I think, and people wanted to know like how the new version stuff worked. That's my guess of why it blew up.
Yeah. Also,
Or the
and
fact
also
you were
VAT
matching at the same
USA.
time.
Yeah, and also VAT USA liked it on Twitter, so I think that must have been what happened. Because I was like, what, like fucking freeware, and everyone's viewing it. I was like, PMDG, people don't view it for shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I do have content for this week. Not very much, but I do have some.
Oh, you know, we've just been hanging out with people online. I didn't even stop streaming. We're just
I was
hanging
still on
out.
the stream. Oh god, I hope we didn't say anything. I don't think we did.
No, we've been good, but
I think we're good.
yeah.
We've been good boys, but yeah, well.
So guys, we're gonna end this, and we're gonna restart it actually for Andy's for the sneak peek.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be off and right back on technically. So yeah, let me do that, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll be back here with you in just a little bit doing the sneak peek with